It is just a few days before we leave on this big road trip, and it is time to get some new tires. So popped over to Discount Tire close to my house, getting all brand new boots put on, and that way we are set and ready to go for our big trip in a couple days. Not gonna lie, as we're getting closer, I'm getting a little more nervous. Today I'm gonna install the tow hitch, so we will have a trailer attached to the vehicle because we're moving, and that's just unfortunately what we needed to do this time around. So it was important though. Had my oil changed, got all my fluids done, so now it's time for the tires, and then off we go. So we have the new boots on the car, which look fantastic, all nice and new, deep treads. This is going to be good for lots and lots of road trips. You can see the house is completely packed up behind me. The next step was going to be getting the tow hitch installed on my car. And of course, I attended the YouTube university, so I automatically thought I was an expert. Oh, it's just a couple nuts and bolts. It's fine. It is not fine. It is becoming far more complicated. And this is about where we're at. So here we go. So in our desire to try and get my tow hitch attached to my car by ourselves, failed badly, unfortunately. It's either something with the parts or we didn't get things lined up, but we now have cross threads and I have to take it to a dealership to get it fixed. So thankfully they have an appointment for today. It's the only appointment they have for today. So we're getting down to the wire, which is making me a little stressed. It's going to be okay, but this is the ins and outs and the dirty details of doing a cross-country road trip and a cross-country move. So crossed over the border from Washington into Oregon for the first time on this trip. So we are already one state down. Bye-bye, Oregon. Bye-bye, Oregon. Alright, crossing over the Snake River. Welcome to Idaho! We have officially made it 1,200 miles on our trip so far across the country. Today was our longest day, so it was definitely more of a challenge because, well, it was supposed to be about 10 hours in the car, but of course with stops and bathroom breaks and food, all of those things, the time just kind of kept racking up. But here we are in Wyoming, and we just checked out Independence Rock, which has a lot of amazing history for the pioneers crossing the West. And we climbed it to see some of the names that were carved into this rock right behind me here. And It's just one of those reminders that these are not things that you hear when you're crossing these uh, highways around the country. These are things that you see on these brown historical signs, and you decide to stop and see what kind of adventures you can find. And that's the whole point of doing these cross-country road trips, is to go find some adventure. All right, so here we have made it. We are officially in Casper, Wyoming, and are about a third of the way through our cross-country road trip. And needless to say, sometimes we have a little shenanigans going on while we're keeping ourselves sane going across the country. But now we have a couple days break, and we're going to be exploring Casper, Wyoming, which is going to be really exciting. From here, we're going to head over to Rapid City and go see Mount Rushmore and continue our way across the Wild West. So if you have been enjoying our little montage of our cross-country road trip for America 250 and the crazy prep that it took in order to get on the road, also, I would love it if you would subscribe, follow along with our adventure, and we'll see you next time.